everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, where we are going to do something quite unique today. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to us. Normally we do non-whiskey alcohols on Monday, and we do whiskeys and flavored whiskeys Tuesday, Thursday, coffees on Wednesdays, and then cocktails on Fridays. And we have no room for this one. This wasn't really something that we were thinking about getting into. No. But I think we're going to start popping up a couple.
So we took a wrong turn down a shopping aisle and came out with a lot.
Right. So
that we shouldn't have bought.
we might start Wednesdays into this region as coffees are dwindling down. I literally have 5 more coffees to go and a couple teas. So as those coffees dwindle down, we might move into another arena. But I really like the coffees, and you guys seem to. So let us know what you want us to do. Do we want to keep the coffees on Wednesdays and just add this to a bonus Saturday episode or something? But that is beer. Now, Cody and I both, and Andy, we enjoy beer. I'm more of a stout or lager, pilsner, and even a light beer. Not a light, that's the wrong word. Blonde beer. I don't really like domestic manufactured wholesale beers like Coors and Milk Globe, and that's not my gig. I like more of the craft beers or the big mainstream craft style pilsners and stuff like that. Now, Cody and Andy, to some extent, you guys delve into a lot of IPAs and...
I like mostly dark beers.
Okay.
I like IPAs.
Andy's a big IPA person, but you delve into a lot of craft beers.
He's inconsistent when he says.
Andy's a beer person.
He's into the big box store beers.
He would drink, what's that? Is it Keystone Light? Or...
Yeah, he actually...
He'll drink whatever you hand him.
Got that not too long ago because it was available.
So these guys are much more adventurous. In fact, Cody has made 5 or 6 batches of beer.
Something like
some
that.
mead, and you got one that's waiting to be made. He actually made a Rogue Ale clone for me once.
And then we didn't end up actually making it because then we added honey to it.
It was still pretty good, but,
I think.
Yeah. So he makes his own beer. So let's get on with this. This is our very first beer review.
Yes, our first beer ever. We've never had beer before.
And this is a Martin House, which is a pretty big craft distillery here in North Texas.
It's 2 cans. I thought it was one big bottle.
Oh, no. Let's just do one. We'll save another one for later.
I get to take it home.
Okay.
I bought it.
He did buy it. So Martin House is a big distillery, craft distillery here in North Texas, and they do distribute nationwide. You might be more familiar with their pickle beer.
Maybe not either, because I don't think it says...
Well, no, you can get the Martin House pickle beer in lots of places around the nation, because when I've traveled, I've seen it in the beer aisle, in the craft beer aisle. Cody's the kind of guy that goes to the grocery stores, the craft beer aisles, and gets the 6-pack where he can
pick and choose new ones.
Yeah.
And so this is, however you say that.
This is Hakutaku.
It is that.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
It's a series. If you get these boxes, you get 3 together. They form a picture of some sort of. Is it an anime type of?
No, I believe it's probably a mythological being.
Great.
But it's a whiskey barrel-aged Imperial rice stout. And it's a 12.5% ABV.
Okay, 12.5% ABV. It's a whiskey barrel-aged Imperial rice stout.
49 IBUs, so it's a little bitter.
I saw this in the store just the other day for $20 for 2 cans. Do you remember what you bought this for?
No, but it was an expensive trip.
Yeah, it was very expensive. So while he's pouring that, the back of the box says, Hakutaku are wise beasts that resemble white oxen. They have 9 eyes and 6 horns. Sounds like devil stuff. Hakutaku live in remote mountains of Japan and are knowledgeable about all things. They're extremely rare, only manifesting during the reign of a wise and virtuous leader. A Hakutaku's appearance is considered to be an extremely good omen. For our 9th anniversary beer, we let the legend of the Hakutaku guide the process. To honor its Japanese heritage, we added rice to the stout and used a yeast called sake number 9. The beer is essentially a sake-inspired imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels to further recognize the number 9. We brewed 90 barrels of this beer in 3 batches with 3 separate mashes per batch for a total of 9 mashes. Oh, wow. How do you figure out which mash they came from?
You can...
Because wouldn't you, as a collector, want to get every single mash? The box doesn't say. But well, there's the Hakutaku.
Maybe all blended together.
And I'll try to put a bigger picture up there, but if that was considered good luck and I saw it, I'd turn around and run like crazy.
Could be wrong, but I think that's kind of what a lot of Japanese legend creatures are, is that they don't always look in, good luck, but they not as bad as they appear.
So this is a dark beer. Imperial Stout. It smells like an Imperial Stout. Got that malty, chocolatey to it.
It's interesting.
But I'm not getting any of the sake or rice.
Not really. Kind of comes through a little bit in the flavor, but still.
Yeah. Very reminiscent to me of a very dark stout like a Guinness, but it's got a little bit of a twisty, tingy.
Part of it's also going to be because it's Imperial, which always kind of gives it a twang.
I like it.
Pretty good.
I don't know that I like it for $20 for 2 cans, but I like it. However, I was seriously thinking about buying 2 more of these so we could have the pictures, and then I'm like, nah.
We could just cut the box in.
Yeah. But it's really cool. Tell us what other beer you would like for us to try, and if it seems to be something that you want us to get into, we would definitely be willing to jump into that. Where I know most about whiskeys and probably gins, Cody probably will be the one that spearheads most of the beer stuff.
Yeah.
Know about it. Because he's a lot smarter on the beer stuff than I am. I've been drinking beer forever, but I'm really not into it as much as
you're going to make me have to research, aren't you?
By the way, we cut Andy off a beer. Want to tell that story?
Someone did was it faux pas?
He repeats the faux pas.
Repeatedly.
So
he's banned from drinking beer here because he kept leaving half-filled containers of beer around.
As soon as he walks up and comes into my house, he goes straight to my beer fridge, because I have a beer fridge, and he grabs a beer, and he knows he's limited to the less expensive beer, because we usually have more expensive or specialized beer.
Trying new things sometimes.
So he gravitates to the less expensive beer.
It's still beer, though, and he left a half or a full bottle behind one time.
Yeah, and he never finishes it. And the last straw was when he left. He popped it open, left it here. Neither one of us saw it for 2 days, and it was a full beer opened. And the sad thing is, in the past 4 years that he's lived here, he may have brought up a case of beer.
He's brought up several.
Or not lived here, but come up here.
He's brought up 3, 4, 5, something like that, over the time.
And I'm not even the beer drinker, and I supply you guys with full fridge of beer most of them.
I bring up beer.
Yeah, Cody buys expensive stuff for me. He's like, gotta try this.
No one needs an extra kidney.
I actually do like this.
It is good. It'd probably be good with like steak.
Yeah. And next time we do an Imperial Stout, remind me, I want to pop out a whiskey that was done in an Imperial Stout ale barrel. That's really fabulous. But you can't get. But we can kind of talk about it. So again, not sure we're going to place this. I think I'm going to do it on next or this upcoming Wednesday's episode. Take a break from coffee. For you guys and my coffee drinkers who normally watch the episode, to leave a comment below. Are you interested in doing beer? Should we replace the coffee episodes? I only have 5 more coffees left. Or do you want me to continue the coffees? I'm adding some teas to it. And do this as a completely different day, which will make it a Saturday, I guess. Because I don't want to downgrade any of the other episodes. So just leave us comments. I might be able to figure out polls and put a poll there. But, excuse me. Wow. I just lost my voice.
Went down the wrong pipe?
Talking too much. I don't have a sign off for beer.
Beer good.
Okay, beer good. Have a great day. And let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
No, we just end with beer good.
Oh, beer good.
Beer good.
That's really good.